Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Are you busy during the week and have no time to go to the credit union to access your loans? Do you wish there were more days available to you? We can help. Our Loan Saturday is back by popular demand this and every Saturday at the GUT Credit Union Grandance Branch, Excel Plaza. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing that you have access to your credit union even on a weekend. So come on in and take advantage of our services every Saturday. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Good evening. This is Network News for Thursday, November 24, 2022. In the headlines, Grenadians among travelers stranded in Barbados after Inter-Caribbean Airways cancelled flights. Grenada welcomes the return of Caribbean Airlines daily flight service. Christina John brings us the latest update on J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary student Tyler Smith, who's now standing on two legs. And around the globe regionally, in Guyana, employers who fail to pay NI's contributions will be taken to court. Internationally, deported Haitian asylum seekers from the United States struggle to survive. Plus, in the sports news, Senior Boys Division of the National Secondary Schools Football Tournament down to the quarter-final stage. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Hello, I'm Kenroy, Baptiste, Television Center at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Grenadians were among people stranded overnight in Barbados after an inter-Caribbean flight to Grenada was cancelled and they were left out of a recovery flight. Beverly Telesford tells us more in this report.
A report published on Barbados Today on Thursday reported scores of customers bound for Grenada via Inter-Caribbean Airways being stranded in Barbados after the airline cancelled flights on Tuesday and bumped them off Wednesday's recovery flight with no form of compensation. The article reported that customers were at the neck of the Turks and Caicos Islands-based carrier regarding its lack of care and concern and deplorable customer service. On Tuesday, the airline had an 11:05 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. flight to Grenada, but the cancellations of both flights left about 50 people stranded. They told the Barbados Today newspaper the earlier flight was delayed about 5 times and they weren't told they would have to spend the night in Barbados until some 8 hours after the scheduled flight time. One Grenadian told the media she was trying to return home from the just concluded COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, and was frustrated at the tedious process to get home. She compared Inter-Caribbean service to Liat's, saying though there were complaints about Liat's tardiness, she still was able to get to her destination on the day of her flight. The woman expressed frustration that this is happening in the 21st century, especially since airport staff weren't even able to answer them any questions. She doubted she would get compensation she believes she deserves for the inconvenience. The woman said she arrived in Barbados on Monday, and after being unable to book a flight to Grenada the same day, she opted for the Tuesday flight. Her story is that after 9 a.m. check-in on Tuesday, she and other passengers scheduled for the 11:05 flight were told it was delayed. There was another delayed announcement at noon. Then after 1 p.m., the passengers were provided with $30 food vouchers and told they would depart in 4 hours. At 4 p.m., the flight was again delayed due to maintenance, they were told. The woman said after 5 p.m., the passengers were informed that only St. Vincent passengers were to board the flight, which was supposed to be a connecting flight to St. Vincent, then Grenada. They were allegedly told a Grenada-bound flight would leave half an hour after. She relayed that around 10 minutes before 7 p.m., the 5:30 p.m. flight was cancelled because of weather conditions. The passenger reported they had to collect their bags and seek out their own accommodation. The woman said they were informed that a 10:30 a.m. recovery flight will take them home on Wednesday. However, upon returning to the airport that morning, she was informed that that flight was also delayed until noon. She reported that there was a list of names for that flight and only people who were on the list would be allowed on the flight. Another passenger bound for Grenada, a business development manager of a United Kingdom-based export company, Greville Sharp, also expressed disgust with the service. Sharp and 2 companions were traveling to Grenada and were to leave on the 5:30 p.m. flight on Tuesday. But as with the woman's case, he was not on the list for Wednesday's recovery flight. Sharp had the same recollection as the woman as to what occurred on Tuesday for the 5:30 p.m. flight. Sharp called on the Civil Aviation Authority of Barbados to ban Inter-Caribbean for their incompetence. Sharp, the woman, and the remaining customers were informed of a 5:30 p.m. flight on Wednesday, but they were concerned that they could not check in their luggage. Our news desk sent an inquiry to Inter-Caribbean Airways on the matter. However, up to news time, a response was not forthcoming. A contact at the Morris Bishop International Airport informed our news desk that an Inter-Caribbean flight landed on Wednesday night. However, as Lovell stated, only people who were booked for that flight were on board. Our source said the people who were victim to Tuesday's cancellations have not yet been sent a recovery flight, and no response for an update from Inter-Caribbean was provided. For GBN News, Beverly Telliswood.
The government of Grenada, together with the Grenada Tourism Authority, is taking steps toward addressing the issues hindering intra-regional travel. Rena Pett Thomas tells us about the return of one daily flight to Grenada.
There have been many talks about finding a solution to the huge gap within intra-regional travel in the Caribbean. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, who took office following the June 23rd general election, expressed his administration's determination to provide airlift for Grenadians traveling to neighboring countries. With this in mind, the government of Grenada and the Grenada Tourism Authority announced that Caribbean Airlines Limited has increased their flight schedule to daily service between Morris Bishop International Airport and Piaco International, Trinidad, effective Friday, November 26, 2022. Prime Minister Mitchell welcomed the increased intra-regional flights, noting the extreme hardship in recent times to move freely between the islands.
Trinidad has been the major source market for intra-regional travel. It also means in the case of Grenadians who go to Trinidad for business or traffickers, for persons who have to travel sometimes even to get things like visas. As you're aware, quite a number of embassies, for example, Canadian embassies in Trinidad. It means at least there's a greater chance of being able to get to Trinidad. Additionally, it allows for greater international connectivity between Grenada and Canada and the US, because it means you can fly from Grenada to Trinidad and then get the connecting flight to take you to some of the international destinations. So it certainly means an ease in the significant restrictions and challenges that we've had.
The Monday and Friday CAL service will depart in the evening at 8:15 p.m., arriving at Piaco International at 8:55 p.m., offering connectivity to their Red Eye New York service. The Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday flights departs MBIA at 11:20 a.m. and arrive in Port of Spain at noon, offering convenient connections to the Toronto flight service. Wednesdays and Fridays flights depart at 9:15 a.m., with the Wednesday service operating via Barbados and arriving at Piaco International at 12:10 p.m., and the Friday non-stop service to Piaco arrives at 9:55 a.m. Prime Minister Mitchell says that while this achievement is far from the solution needed, it is a step in the right direction.
We've just started. This is really just scratching the surface. I mean, we are not anywhere close to where we were 2019, and for that matter, anywhere close to where we were in the heyday of what I would call regional travel. As you recall, there was once upon a time when it cost $200 to get to Trinidad, and there were several flights, and not just Trinidad, but throughout the region. So we certainly need, the aim is to get back to that level of service, and hopefully, even if it isn't as cheap as $200, at least to airfares that are far more affordable and far more manageable. So the advocacy will only now begin. So I'm starting by thanking Cal, but I'm also letting them know that I expect in the new year that we would have even more flights being put on, and that is just Trinidad, Grenada. We obviously need to do Grenada, St. Vincent, Barbados, St. Lucia, the Northern Leeward Islands, and further up to the Caribbean when we're looking at Puerto Rico, Cuba, places like Panama. I mean, this is all part of the Caribbean, and we have to be able to get to the point where we can travel quite easily. Guyana, Suriname, so there's still a lot of work to be done.
Petra Roach, CEO, and Chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Randall Dorland, also welcomed the timely addition of flight options, noting that many are eager to travel during the upcoming holiday season. Both the CEO and the Chairman expressed the GTA's commitment to diligently working with all travel partners to provide as many regional flight options as possible for Grenada. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
Well, GBN News has been following the many strides made by Tyler Smith toward obtaining a prosthetic leg. Good news, the prosthetic leg is finally a reality. My colleague Christina John was at the Maurice Bishop International Airport for the arrival of both Tyler Smith and his teacher, Glenn Alexander.
GBN is here at the Maurice Bishop International Airport along with Tyler's mom, friends, teachers of the JW Catholic Secondary School. The reason being to welcome Tyler home. Tyler received a happy welcome home by that entire group after being away for 2 months. Now we'll take the opportunity to speak with Tyler on his experience. He did not return the way that he left Grenada, mind you, and I'm guessing a lot of you would have seen him walking through that door on 2 legs. It is a proud moment for Tyler, his mentor, teacher, coach, and motivator, Glenn Alexander, his parents, the J.W. Fletcher family, and by extension, all of Grenada. The 14-year-old young lad is ever grateful and so expressed his gratitude.
I want to thank all the people that helped me to travel to St. Lucia and getting me back safe, and I know they are watching me and they expect the best of me, so I just want to say thank you to all of them. I want to thank Mr. Alexander, Miss Philomena, my mom, the nurses, Dr. Edwards, Janelle, and Felix, and 3 boys that were like brothers to me. Thank them that for paying for my leg. I know I cannot repay them, so I'm just saying thank you.
What is the feeling like standing on your own 2 feet? Tyler shared with our news team what the experience was like for him, as there was much to explore and learn.
It feels like 2 real legs. It feels like I can run, I can jump. It feels like I'm like every normal person in the world. So it's very great to have 2 legs now. So the experience was wonderful because I got to see and work with people with the same condition like me, and I got to learn from them. They taught me a lot.
Mr. Glenn Alexander, the driving force behind Tyler, told GBN that they suffered many setbacks which required medical attention before the leg was attached. Alexander says although it was a sacrifice, it was worth it.
I just thank God, and I also want to publicly thank Ms. Philomena Julian who housed us. She took care of us. She opened our house for us, and we were able to be at ease. Additionally, the people of St. Lucia have been very warm to us. I want to thank the President, Ms. Reynolds, Francis, Dino. These are the technicians who really worked and really made us feel at home. And I think right now we're like a little family, because my advice to Tyler, I've been saying to him, there's no reward for me. My reward is for him to better himself, change his attitude and his ways, and go ahead and achieve his goal. And I think that's the best part of teaching for me, as I celebrate over 30 years as a teacher. This moment, this activity, this involvement with Tyler was very meaningful to me, and I think I will remember this for the rest of my life.
Tyler's mom, Akira Joseph, says saying thank you is never enough for the expression of love and generosity that was extended to her son.
I am overwhelmed and happy to see that he is back home, well and healthy, and with his leg and walking upright after so many years. Yes, I would like to extend appreciation to Mr. Glenn Alexander, who traveled with Tyler, Miss Jacob, the counselor in the school, the principal and staff, all the people who donated towards this trip, Counselor the Disabled for being there for Tyler since he was a baby. First of all, the World Pediatric Program for paying for the leg for Tyler.
The two presented plaques of appreciation to the doctors and technicians in St. Lucia. Selena John, GBN News.
Keep on keeping on, Tyler. All right. Coaches within the Ministry of Sports are challenged to make themselves available to support the physically challenged in Grenada to embrace available opportunities. This call comes from Chairman of the Paralympic Association, Ray Roberts. The association held a knowledge enhancement workshop for coaches on Wednesday at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. The session was designed to create inclusion and support for the physically challenged.
We're hoping, working through the ministry, we can get the able-bodied coaches not just to work with able-bodied athletes, but to be multi-skilled and hopefully help us to promote Paralympics. No doubt about it, we have seen what people who are some way maybe physically different to you, let me put it in point blank word, maybe paralyzed in some aspect of the physical structure. I had a polio, but I don't think it has in any way impaired my ability to do things that I wanted to do. So we hope that each one who is here with us this morning will see Paralympics as something that they can contribute to.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sports, Norman Gilbert, says it is important that all athletes are catered for, and being able to identify them at a young age is crucial.
That we ensure that we support the Paralympic Committee in the quest to ensure that there is effective coaching and talent identification when it comes to the issue of persons who are physically challenged. An Olympic medal is of equivalent value to a Paralympic medal, I'm sure. And so when Brother Robert spoke about our athletes who would have been able to participate at the Paralympics, we have one athlete, we have a swimmer, and I'm sure that we would be able to have somebody in track. But of course, that depends on the work that the coaches are doing to identify the prospective candidates. And therefore, it is important that you in your work recognize that we have to cater for all our athletes, especially at the school levels, where we are going to identify the key talents of those persons who are differently able.
Representative of Grenada Olympic Committee Vida Bruno Victor extended congratulations to the association for this initiative and pledged continuous support to the association. This is Network News. Still ahead, the Royal Grenada Police Force issues warning for this Yuletide season. Stay with us.
Pfizer celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
Do you know that you can lower your electricity bill by using energy-saving bulbs? CFLs and LEDs use up to 75% less energy than your traditional bulbs, and they even last 10 to 25 times longer. Over time, consider switching to more energy-efficient CFLs and LEDs, which can help lower your electricity bill. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by using energy-saving bulbs. What can you do?
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50-plus car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 12th annual Wagiti Super Knockout is down to the semifinals. And this Saturday, 26th November, Victoria Park in Grenville is the place to be to witness the clash of the Titans. 7 p.m. Montridge SC versus Hard Rock SC. 9 p.m. Hurricane Sports Club versus Paradise FC International. Admission $40 adult. Children, you pay $20. Then after the games, live from Jamaica, superstar Cranium. Cranium live. Along with Worst Ways and the Action Man, Mr. Golden. And Kate Chapo. This Saturday semifinals action is on. Victoria Park, Grenville. The question is, who will make it to the grand final and win $100,000? Only time will tell. Be there. It's the season to be jolly, and the NLA is giving back loads of prizes to its loyal customers in its exciting Xmas Bonanza promotion. Yes, Grenada, it's your opportunity to win hams and bottles of wine and rum from November 15th to December 31st. Over 450 prizes will be up for grabs during this festive season. Simply purchase a single ticket valued at $12 or more in Lotto, Cash 4, Playway, or Pick 3, and check your tickets for the word ham, wine, or rum. Play daily for chances to win every day. Prizes are redeemable at NLA's head office on the Carenage on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting November 16th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Happy Christmas, Grenada! Ho, ho, ho!
No, this is Christmas time. Celebrate in style. With furniture on, you can will make it with your one. With unsecured loans, reduced interest rates, win cash prizes for the best Christmas ever. So we'll make it, hey, para playing, hey, ham and black cake eating. Now this is Christmas.
Get unsecured loans up to $50,000 and a chance to win cash prizes this Christmas at Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Relax into the comforting scent of Beep Cotton Flower Air Freshener. Put the finishing touch on your personal sanctuary with Beep for a happy, healthy home.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Have your family or friends ever needed cash now, but you are nowhere close to give it to them directly? With the cardless cash feature from Republic Bank Online and your mobile phone, it is hassle-free and convenient to send money to anyone, including yourself, using the Republic mobile app. Simply log into your account, access the cardless feature, enter the amount you want to transfer, and using the access code provided, the cash can be withdrawn instantly from a designated Republic Bank ATM without a card. Republic Bank Cardless Cash is convenience at your fingertips. To learn more about our cardless cash features, visit republicgrenada.com for more details. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the newscast. As Grenada prepares for the Christmas and New Year celebrations, members of the Royal Grenada Police Force are calling on Grenadians to follow the proper procedures for the importation and use of fireworks on the island. The rest of the details in this report.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is reminding the public that there are protocols in place that is necessary for the use of fireworks during the Yuletide season. This is because the officers are concerned about the illegal importation of fireworks to the island. According to officer attached to the fire department, Adrian Pancho, these fireworks displays are smuggled in barrels and other small packages for use or sale. He says that people who have to import, use, or transport these items must first obtain a license.
One of our concerns is that of the illegal importation of fireworks. And so around the Yuletide season, a number of barrels are coming into Grenada. And some persons would buy these items and actually put in the barrels and they bring it in. In order to import any explosives under the Explosive Act, you're supposed to apply for a license and get a license so you can import those things. And then you have proper regulation for the storage of these items, and like we have licensed firework operators, so we have Spice Island Fireworks, and when they bring in the fireworks, it's actually stored at the police storeroom, and when they have a fireworks to do, they'll come and they'll get these ordinances and then set up the fireworks because it has to be stored under proper conditions.
Officer Panchu says for public safety, events with fireworks must be held under the supervision of an officer within the RGPF.
Fireworks, normally when you have to use fireworks, so let's imagine you get a license to bring in the fireworks. If you're going to set off these fireworks, you have to ensure that you get someone who is licensed to execute the fireworks going off. You apply for the permission to do it, and in most instances, someone from the Special Service Unit would always be present, and also we have to have someone from the fire department supervising these fireworks going off. We know at this period of time, persons want to be grand, as you said earlier, and the young persons who are driving all around, they want to be noticed. So some persons want to set up fireworks and so forth, but you need to do it in the proper manner. So you need to apply to the Commissioner of Police to have the use of fireworks at events.
People who are interested in obtaining or using fireworks display for the New Year or Christmas season are asked to contact the Royal Grenada Police Force for more information. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Christmas is around the corner and many people are getting ready to roll out decorations and buy presents. Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association will be collaborating with active community organizations and generous volunteers to host its first ever toy drive. More in this report.
During this festive time, the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association is embarking on a toy drive initiative to bring Christmas cheer to hundreds of children in need in Grenada. With rising inflation and an impending global economic recession, many families may be unable to afford presents this year, and as such, the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association wants to do its part in giving back. From now until December 15th, the GHTA will be accepting donations at its office on the second floor of the Ocean House building, Monroe St. George, says CEO of GHTA, Arlene Friday.
We're asking people to donate unwrapped toys for ages
2 to 12 years old. They can donate their toys to our office, which is located at Ocean House, the second floor. Right next to, it's adjacent to Island South Tiles, right there. So they can come to our office, drop off the toy between Monday and Friday between 9 and 5 p.m. So the process is we're asking community residents, business owners, individuals, anyone who really has the heart really to donate and to give back this season.
Persons can drop off toys from Mondays to Friday between the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. as the organization anticipates the support from the community to make this initiative a success. Additionally, the entity will also be making a large donation of toys towards the drive. The CEO spoke of how the gifts will be distributed.
We plan to partner with local communities. So there are various local communities that we know have youth groups and youth initiatives. So we plan to definitely go out there and meet with local leaders and to give back to their groups. A lot of times they're the ones on the ground and they know where it's needed the most. So we definitely will utilize some of the people that we know, some of the ministers as well, who are helping us to identify certain areas. And that's how we plan to distribute the toys.
Ms. Friday says the organization will be distributing the toys the week of Christmas in various communities, but they will be targeting the rural communities.
We are looking at several parishes. This is our inaugural event. So I know we're going to look at St. Andrew's, St. Patrick's, as well as St. George. But I think we really want to get into the rural communities this year. We definitely know that many of the businesses, you think of the South and many of the hotels are located in the South, but we definitely want to get into the rural communities where people who definitely may not have the same level of access. So, we're asking people to stop on by, and in case you're confused where we are, give us a call. Again, 444-1353. Call us and we'll direct you to our office.
GHTA is calling on everyone to be part of this toy drive and make this Christmas one to remember for hundreds of children this year. Christina John, GBN News.
Godfrey Martin Simeon was released from hospital and charged with the offense of non-capital murder in the death of Sharon Andrea Williams. That's what's creating a buzz on social media.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
Godfrey Simeon has been charged with non-capital murder for the death of Sharon Andrea Williams.
Released from hospital and slapped with a charge of non-capital murder, Godfrey Martin Simeon was escorted by police for his first court appearance at the St. David's Magistrates Court on Wednesday morning. With his left arm fully bandaged, Simeon, a 59-year laborer of Beaton St. David, was arrested and charged for the offense of non-capital murder in the death of Sharon Andrea Williams.
Social media users took to the comment section to share their thoughts about this development. The following views are that of members of the public and not of the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Crispina said, "This is a very sad situation. I feel sorry for the children losing their mother in this brutal way. Obviously, the couple was in a troubled relationship that led to this killing." This person added, so sad. I heard a pastor say once, people blame young people, saying young people this and that, but it's the older heads that have the problem, because if they instill the proper stuff and lead by example, society will be better. I really agree. At that age, you don't have a little form of reasoning, especially towards a woman who carried your offspring. My God, my heart hurts for this lady and her children who lost their mom at the hands of their dad. Clever said, he just came from prison and after committing a more serious crime, now returning to eat 3 square meals at our expense? Is he an asset to society? I am very sorry for the children and I hope that they have caring relatives to look after them. Carolyn said, to do something to the mother of your children is pure wickedness. Christmas. Now the children will grow up not only without a mother, but knowing that it was their own father who took her life. That can really mess up a person's mental state. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Grenada Tourism Authority and the Grenada Rugby World Sevens launch the Try-It-Out campaign ahead of the Rugby Sevens tournament. We will talk about that. Stay with us.
This Christmas, plug into Plus and get more festive with the fastest home fiber network. Get more speed this holiday season. More entertainment to stream the classics and more. More connectivity for all those devices under the tree. And more value with a chance to win big this Christmas. For simply more of the things you love, plug into Plus this Christmas. Sign up today.
Who are the ones to take care of the world down under? The ones who answer your questions and give you help when you need it. That keep things tidy and groomed. Think about the ones who keep you moving and the ones who inform you and keep you up to date. The people responsible for making you happy, and especially those who nurture. Tourism is more. Tourism is everybody's business.
Solar lights are back in stock and will be available for purchase at Southern Electrical. Here is a list of the solar lights that we offer. 200 to 300 watt intelligent floodlights with camera, 300 to 500 watt solar street lights, 60, 100, 200 and 500 RGB solar floodlights, 100, 200, 300, 500 and 800 solar floodlights, solar garden lights, 25, 40, 60, 100 and 200 watt solar floodlights, 3, 7 and 10 watt solar wall lights, motion center garden lights, motion sensor floodlights, 30, 60 and 90 watt solar street lights with accessories, 5 watt solar wall lamps, 40 and 60 solar street lights, and 100 and 300 solar floodlights with battery power display. Now available at Southern Electrical, Dusty Highway, St. George. Visit our showroom today.
Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies have catered for all the early shoppers. So, start your Christmas shopping now and avoid the rush. Visit Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies for your gift sets, toys for the children, hair care and body care products, along with your prescription and over-the-counter medication. Shop early and avoid the Christmas rush at Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Central Depredin Street, Guab, the corner of Victoria and Jubilee Street, Grenville, and Wall Street, Grandans.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro. Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sandy Manity.
This is Network News. Grenada Tourism Authority and the Grenada Rugby World Sevens launched the Try It Out campaign ahead of the Rugby Sevens tournament. Here's the report.
Grenada World Sevens organizers, in partnership with the Grenada Tourism Authority, have announced that tickets for the upcoming Pure Grenada Pure Sevens rugby experience are officially on sale. The highly anticipated event is the longest club rugby sevens tournament in the region and will be held for the first time in Grenada from the 2nd to the 3rd of December at the National Cricket Stadium. Over 20 of the world's best men's and women's club rugby teams, including international teams from Canada, USA, England and Wales, regional teams from Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and in another first, a team from Grenada are expected to compete for a total prize pool of US $15,000 in one of rugby's most popular events. Grenada Tourism Authority CEO Petra Roach said GTA looks forward to welcoming the team, supporters and rugby enthusiasts for this historic event. She said they are proud that our very own Greens Rugby Club will be making their debut tournament appearance and encourages everyone to come out to the National Cricket Stadium to support the teams and experience world-class rugby right here in Grenada. Grenada Rugby World Sevens General Manager Brian Stormer said the event is the perfect opportunity for local Grenadians to get to know more about rugby, especially since the island's own rugby community is just starting to build momentum. This year's event looks set to be as exciting off the pitch as it will be on. In addition to world-class rugby matches, Stormer said the traditional format of the tournament has been expanded to include an exciting family-friendly atmosphere with local entertainment, arts and crafts, food and drinks, and will appeal to a wide variety of event goers. Event manager George Nicholson is grateful for the return of the tournament to the sporting calendar as a premier event after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Caribbean Sevens tournament began in Trinidad in the 1980s before moving to Tobago in 2011 and then to Barbados in 2016. With this year's move to Grenada in 2022, the Rugby World Sevens will break new ground by strengthening the synergy between sports and tourism and sports and entertainment. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
All right, Kendall McIntosh's display of a lengthy harvest is at the end of this evening's GBN ISO Lens. It's time to take a peek.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's ISO reporter submitted photographs of 2 long sugar canes he cut down from his garden. This is the 3rd time Kendall McIntosh of Hermitage St. Patrick sent in such long sugar canes. McIntosh says these measured about 19 to 20 feet long. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
We will take a break, come back with the sports news and around the globe.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Grenada. The time for the national census is here again. Interviewers will be visiting your homes to gather information about you and your family. The data you provide determines budget allocation for health, grant funding for community projects, and government assistance for families and the elderly. The census is required by law, and so is your participation. We assure you that your information will be kept confidential. Do your part. Stand up and be counted, because we all count in this census. For more information about the census and your participation, contact the Grenada Central Statistical Office at 440-1369 or cso@cso.gov.gd.
Your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love, getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building, and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy with the occasional light to moderate showers. Tonight's minimum temperature, 23.5 degrees Celsius. A warning in effect, low chance of flooding and landslides in vulnerable areas. Wind east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides low at 9:30 p.m., high at 4 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 6:09. The weather on Friday, November 25, partly cloudy and windy, becoming cloudy at times with light to moderate showers. On Saturday, November 26, partly cloudy and windy, becoming cloudy at times with light to moderate showers and a medium chance of isolated thunderstorms. And on Sunday, November 27, partly cloudy and windy, becoming cloudy to overcast at times with light to moderate scattered showers and a medium chance of isolated thunderstorms. That's the weather. Good evening, sporting fans. St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary and Happy Hills Secondary have qualified top of zones 1 and 2 respectively relative to the senior boys division in the National Secondary Schools Football Tournament. Boca Secondary, sitting in second in zone 2, defeated St. Rose Modern Secondary 4-1 on Wednesday, while St. Mark Secondary and Presentation Brothers College drew 1-1. We can tell you too, St. David's Catholic Secondary defeated Grenville Secondary 3-2, whereas the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary and Grenada SDA Comprehensive match ended in a 2-2 draw. So as it stands, the top 4 teams from each zone have already qualified for the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, as the National Secondary Schools Football Tournament climaxes, next Tuesday will feature the quarterfinals of the Senior Boys Division. St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary and Carriacou combined will battle it out at Progress Park, while GBSS will take on MacDonald College at Roy St. John playing field. It's a Happy Hill Secondary and J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary matchup at Bosechu playing field, and Boca Secondary face off against Grenada SDA Comprehensive at Tempe playing field. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo became the first player to score in 5 World Cups, but Portugal required a couple of late goals to rescue a nervy 3-2 win against Ghana on Thursday. Just 2 days after having his Manchester United contract terminated by mutual consent, free agent Ronaldo converted a penalty to break down a stubborn Ghana side in their Group H opener. In other results, nothing could separate Uruguay and South Korea in their World Cup opener in Group H, despite plenty of attacking quality on show in Qatar. In front of a vibrant crowd at the Education City Stadium, the South Koreans frustrated Uruguay but did not create many clear-cut opportunities. And in the first match on Thursday, Switzerland Breel Embolo scored the only goal against Cameroon, the country of his birth, in a hard-fought World Cup Group G opener. And the commentary panel of the 2022 CG United Super 50 Cup, which concluded this past weekend in Antigua, has named its team of the competition. The panel is quite prestigious and well-respected, comprising 3 West Indies fast bowling greats in Sir Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh and Colin Croft, who were complemented by the expertise of Matt Floyd, Nikhil Uttam Chandani and Mali Richards. All the traditional regional franchises are represented in the selection, but there was no room for representatives of combined campuses and colleges and the West Indies Academy, who finished at the base of zones A and B, respectively. The team includes Alec Athanase and Kavim Hodge from Windward Islands Volcanoes, 5 players from the champion team Jamaica Scorpions, inclusive of Rovman Powell as overall team captain. That's the sports news for the moment. We begin in Guyana. The finance minister there, Dr. Ashley Singh, warned that legal actions could be taken against employers who fail to pay NIS contributions for their employees, while urging employees to check their contributions frequently. HGP TV has more.
In a recent sideline interview, Minister of Finance, Dr. Ashley Singh, reiterated that employers who are not deducting insurance contributions or simply refusing to pay NIS after it has been taken out of their employees' salaries will see legal actions being taken against them. This comes on the heels of complaints regarding the issue of unpaid contributions. The minister noted that the practice appears to be causing chaos in the National Insurance Scheme system, as persons seeking to attain their old age pension or benefits are unable to do so. Singh urged persons who are employed to ensure that their NIS contributions are being paid and updated, which will require frequent checking to make sure their employers are not defaulting on their contributions. He added that employees should not resort to updating their contributions just before they achieve retirement age. Instead, they can request a contribution statement, and if payments are not in order, they are in their rights to approach the employer and have the issue straightened out in real time.
Ex-Prime Minister Alan Chastanet was at the centre of yet another contentious moment in Parliament. The MP walked out of the chamber after he was asked by the House Speaker to be seated after failing to take heed of the presiding officer's instructions during debate on the St. Jude Hospital amendment. Details of this report.
So then the theory of the...
Remember, this is not up for debate. You are to confine... You are debating a ruling of the Speaker.
I'm not debating a ruling, Mr. Speaker, at all. I'm just asking...
Remember, if you're not going to continue, I'll have to ask you to take your seat. Continue to debate...
The philosophy of the bazooka theory is now in practice. Is that what I'm supposed to believe?
Remember...
Because, I mean, I don't understand...
Remember, please continue your debate on the bill. Please continue the debate on the bill.
The opposition leader would walk out of the chamber after being asked to take his seat following an ensuing back and forth with the chair over the Speaker's ruling.
So, Mr. Speaker, it is absolutely necessary in the conditions that we find ourselves right now that we're going to have both a heart and a head. And the reality is that this country has been suffering of running long periods of deficits. And we're going to have to find a way to grow this economy.
Well, record numbers of Haitians are fleeing their country as the humanitarian crisis deepens. Over the past year, the U.S. sent back more than 7,000 asylum seekers who traveled by sea. It has also deported more than 25,000 who came by land. The security situation in Haiti has deteriorated significantly in the past year. Recently, Haitians have taken to the streets to protest high gas prices and a government they have little confidence in. Al Jazeera has more.
Haiti's second largest city, Cap Haitian, lies on the northern coast. Some of the Haitians who were deported from the US were flown here. We've arranged to meet one of them. Jacques is 26 years old. He used to live in Port-au-Prince, but he's now in hiding outside of the city. He's afraid to return home because he says a local gang accused him of ratting them out to the police. From there, he traveled overland to the US-Mexico border, where he intended to seek asylum. Jacques arrived in Del Rio, Texas in September 2021, along with almost 15,000 Haitians. The situation posed a major dilemma for the Biden administration.
Stay with us, we'll remind you of the headlines in a moment. Reminder of the headlines: Grenadians among travelers stranded in Barbados after Inter-Caribbean Airways cancelled flights. Grenada welcomes the return of Caribbean Airlines daily flight service. Christina John brought us a report, the very latest on J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary student Tyler Smith, who's now standing on two legs. In around the globe, regionally in Guyana, employers who fail to pay NI's contributions will be taken to court. Internationally, deported Haitian asylum seekers from the United States struggle to survive. Plus, in the sports news, senior boys division of the National Secondary Schools football tournament down to the quarterfinal stage. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's it from us in the newsroom for now. Thanks for joining us. Good night.